Third time's the charm. I've run this video.
Greetings, ladies
Oh
and
my
gentlemen.
god. Okay, right. I've been trying to actually make this video live. This is live, so there's a lot of mistakes in it. I have recorded this twice now and deleted it twice now, but I'm going to continue. I am going to demo what I have done in Ollama. I am going to show myself stumbling through Aider, a program to help you go through code and repair everything that you're working on. And then I'm also going to demo first my retrieval augmented generative database, which I call Bunkerdox, and how I now have it working with pip install pypi, so you can just use it in your terminal. Okay, that said, let's move on. Sorry, I'm grumpy. This is the third time I've done it, okay? So I have over here, what did Barack Obama say? Now I'm going to have to choose a different president because, let's say, Andrew Johnson, okay? So how does this work? I go in here and I find Andrew Johnson. Let's say this one, we've shared. What did he say? 1986, okay? Share, copy link. This is in your Google Drive. And, sorry, voice through clearing. Go over here, I'll go to President Speeches, go to add another one in, Andrew Johnson, paste it in there, and it gets embedded using OpenAI, and Andrew Johnson's now come up. I actually had a second one from Andrew Johnson. Okay, cool. So if we go back into here, and what we would have done is pip install Bunkerdox client, and I've already done this as a test. So there we go. It's up and running. Now we will run Python test.py, and we have what did Barack Obama say. So we'll just run that, and we should get a response. In distant nations are risk. This looks like Barack Obama's speech. Yeah, immigrants' daughters. Yeah, okay. So that's something Barack Obama said. Now, I downloaded all of these speeches a long while ago, and of course I haven't read every single president's speech, but as you can imagine, if we put in Calvin Coolidge here, we'll just do that one as well. Share. So everybody has access to their own to a Google Drive. It's free. You can add it in, paste, done. And what was his name? Calvin Coolidge. And oh, wrong one. We'll open up. The idea of a retrieval augmented generative database is that AI goes through all of this information and can give you, or it gathers it for itself. So this seems like it's just, what am I going to do with this information? Well, you put this into an AI and it makes it more concise. Like you could get it to do whatever you want, to make it like copy the way that this man talks and write another speech instead of him, right? Which would be cool for many different reasons. But you could also take it and say, hey, summarize this speech and tell me what he said. So if I could press Control S, there we go. That wasn't working before. And I run it again here. Calvin Coolidge. We get a response, and we can see that it's completely different. Yeah, President Calvin Coolidge. Okay. So did it say President Barack Obama before? No, it didn't. Okay. Either way, this is a retrieval augmented generative database running from my own site called bunkerdox.com, and you can access it and get a starter package, and there's a little bit of a demo of what I just did there for you that I have on another channel. And yeah, it's $5 a month, $20 a month, $160 a month. This one you will need for your API key. This is primarily used for what I've been doing here. So you probably won't be using this unless you are a company and you want to be able to share data, factual data between teams. So you could put in your entire company's data into this Bunkerdox repository and then connect it up with GPT-4. I offer that in Bunker Chat as well, but because I'm broke, you have to put in your own API key for GPT-4, and basically you can start sharing these databases out to other customers or to your own staff, and they will have access to the data that you have. Now, let's move on to what I did last night. So last night I wasn't feeling very well, and I ran this guy here. So this was basically two bots running over a large set of questions. So Toyota versus Tesla, Nvidia versus AMD, Alphabet versus Apple, and so on. It actually only got down to Roku, so I'm not too sure where that is on this list here. The reason it only got down to that far before turning off is because, there, it got down here. So you wouldn't want to check it any further than that. Is because I ran out of money on my 11 Labs account, and that's okay, but the voice I think is pretty cool, and it sounds something like this. Should start now any moment. Take your time. Sorry, tick-tock. Okay, so while I'm waiting for Hase, that's the voice that I named it, he's a Japanese style person. He actually is based off of, not this one, going here. I actually use him for this model here, and he's based off of TinyLlama, and he is a doctor. Come on. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Risks include regulatory challenges, cybersecurity threats, competition from other tech giants, and fluctuations in the ad market. Sundar Pichai is the CEO. Ruth Porat serves as the CFO.
Okay, well, it was a bit short, and if we jump down to the description, I left in here. Oh, that's meant to be 1 minute and 1 hour and 13. 1 hour, 10, 13 seconds. 1 hour, 10. There we go.
3. Raisiny vanilla taste. 4. Traditional marketing strategy with a strong focus on brand loyalty. 5. Widely distributed in over 200 countries.
I don't know what it's talking about.
Various brands and products beyond its flagship product.
Coca-Cola. Pepsi. Ah.
Established in 1898.
Huh.
2. Market capitalization of around $222 billion.
So, what this is doing... Citrusy flavor burst. Okay. Right, okay, so what this is doing is I used... I use DuckDuckGo as a search tool, so that's how you add that in there, and I enabled it to use the search tool. Now we're using Cruise AI here, okay? I just installed it, so you just take these things. I use Crew AI, and I gave it a tool, and I told it, hey, instead of using GPT-4, which it would, or it would use GPT 3.5 off the bat, which you'd either put in your OpenAI key here, or the way I did it is I put it into my environment variables. You would put it in here, and you would just remove this. If you just did this with the code, then you could get your own model. Now, GPT-4 or 3.5 is going to be better than what I'm currently using. I'm using very small models. Speaking of which, I did just see that very tiny models have now come out, which TinyLlama, and something I'm going to have to watch. New TinyLlama. Okay, so 1.1 billion parameter model trained on 3 trillion tokens installation tutorial. I'd nearly jump off of my channel and go and watch that now. Hi, Bugger, should we watch it? Maybe we can actually get it downloaded in Ollama.
In September, we talked about this model called TinyLlama, which is an adaptation of the larger Llama 2 models. TinyLlama is a project that represents an ambitious effort to basically have it pre-trained on a large language model with 1.1 billion parameters while using 3 trillion tokens. And just today, we see the official release of TinyLlama. And it's something that you can actually access right now, and it's something that we're going to take a look at throughout today's video. It's a 1.1 billion llama model that is trained on 3 trillion tokens. This is a project that is built upon the architecture as well as the tokenizer of Llama 2, which is ensuring compatibility with
so we can run that right now.
source projects already established on the Llama framework. Now, TinyLlama is something that has a compact size with only 1.1 billion parameters, which is something that makes it super versatile for applications that require limitation on computation as well as with memory usage. It's something that broadens the use case on various different fronts, and this basically means that anyone can actually run this model almost on every computer, laptop, or phone. Now, throughout today's video, we're going to be showcasing this model a little bit more in depth. I have a video on this previously, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, which talks a little bit more about TinyLlama.
I'm going to change my own.
I'm going to be showcasing a code where you can we were able to see that you plug in this data.
Oh, I'm being rude. Okay, sorry. I shouldn't be skipping his channel. World of AI. He seems like a good guy. I'm going to subscribe and watch that. He's up to date. He had this like 8 days ago, but I have it running here, so I'm okay. Let me try and stay focused. I can be focused, okay? So TinyLlama is something that I'm just going to add into this list, okay? Ollama, and it might actually be really good for me in this case. So TinyLlama, I didn't even spell that right, code llama 1 right in the first place. TinyLlama, okay? We'll just do that and stick to what I was doing. Owen, use your brain. Okie dokie, and if we go back over here and I just take that and take this, now we got TinyLlama. Okay, now what we're going to do is, it's going to run there in a second. I love how quickly that's installed, and I'm actually just thinking I'm going to try and put it on my phone. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty cool. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that at another time, because I would like to have an AI running on my phone. Oh, I wonder, is there an instruct version? If there's an instruct version of it, sorry, need to just check. Need a llama, back down to, where was it? It's here. If there's an instruct version of it, I could make an app where it does things for me under certain circumstances. Control F, instruct. Yeah, okay, I should investigate how to actually create an instruct model at some point. And either way, I should have downloaded that one, 2.2 gigs. I could always run it at a different time. I really need to know the differences between these and why there's so many different versions. And why didn't I just take the latest version? Okay, will forget me. Okay. Hi, what kind of model are you? Damn, that's fast. Wow, okay. Write some code that would allow me to okay, make the snake game in Python using Pygame. Yeah. Holy shit. Sorry, excuse my language. This is wonderful. It's not something I was expecting to see today, guys. That's it. You should be able to create a snake game using Pygame. Let's actually just give that a go. I know I'm not sticking to what I should be doing, but we will just give that a go for now, because that's actually really cool. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see what your instructions are saying, man. Okay, so pip install pipe game. Oh, copy and paste one, copy and paste. Okay. I'm gonna just take this. Okay, I could have built a GUI for this, but I didn't, of course, because I just got it. I could have. Well, we can use Aider for a lot of things after this, right? At least that's the goal. Now, I'm not going to spend any time if this doesn't work, because I personally expect it to not work. Because why would it work, right? Because it's such a tiny model. Why would such a tiny model work? If it works, running true. Okay. No module installed PY game. Didn't we just install it? Oh. Didn't it tell us to install PY game? Pip install PY game. Ah, just typed it into it. Okay, gobshite. Okay, it's there. Now sometimes you have to turn off VS Code for it to work, but let's see what happens. Hello from PY Game Community. Should I be? Oh my god. Okay, well actually what was the problem? Just want to see. PY Game font open sans regular. Okay, that's fine. Should we investigate it? No, look at that. We're going to have more and more issues. But, you know, scoreboard there. Definitely worth having a look at, and definitely something I will have a look at using later on. Might merge it with CodeLlama. Either way, we're using it right now. So yeah, maybe I should have had 4 or 5 bananas on the thing. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Normally I have my stream open so that I can have a chat with people while I'm online. Definitely worth having a look at, and definitely something. Okay, it's up and running, and it also looks like somebody's watching. Okay. What are we doing? We're installing Aider. Aider is over here. Can we actually edit in live what I'm doing? Edit title and description. Yeah. TinyLlama. Sweet. Did that? Okay. I shouldn't be doing those things. Focus. Focus. Okay. Focusing. Paul Gautier. That's a cool name. I'm thinking of something. Okay. /BYE. Done. Okie dokie. So we are going to go and we could use it like this, but how do we install it? Aider demo.py. Examples, installation. Pip install Aider chat. Okay. So we're going to do it here. Pip install Aider chat. Now if it's asking for my API key, I'm going to have to move Bunkerdox off to the side for a minute, or the desktop, so you don't see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to assume it worked. Okay, so we did the installation. I have an API key already, aider .js, hello.js. Okay, oh, what are we going to do with that? Oh, okay, so instead we would go something like box. Excuse my language. But if you're okay with bad language, then you know you can only remain so tidy with your language if you're constantly keeping an eye on what you're saying, which I can't do while I'm multitasking on other things. VS Code terminal detected pretty output has been disabled. No Git repo found. Create one to track GPT's changes. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Now what? Write a GS script that prints hello world. I don't want to do that. Tell me about this script. This script appears to be part of a larger system that uses AI models to perform tasks. Here's a breakdown of what it does. It imports necessary modules, tools, agent, crew, It took to go. It initializes several language models, Ollamas, with different configurations. It retrieves the OpenAI key from environment variables. It creates two agents, researcher and writer. It defines a list of topics to research. For each of the topics listed, it creates two tasks. One of the research. Okay, this is awesome. Let's go to data. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the usage here. Today's the 9th, and I don't know how much that is already, how much of that is used. That could be just from what this is here, okay? I think this is important to keep an eye on because, as I said earlier in the stream, no money in my bank account. Oh, what am I thinking? Okay, so I wanted to do something like the PY game thing. Let's just give it a prompt and see what it does to my program. I want to change the script so that it just runs with TinyLlama. Well, that's actually a good one. So, researcher and writer would use that for now. So what I'm not liking so far, that uses Open Hermes currently, yes. That's what it's going to search for, and this is what it's going to replace it with. It's going to search for that and replace it with yes. That's cool. Wow, it did it. That's cool. Let's see how much it cost us. So we were at 44 cents. I think we're a few minutes behind before we find out what it can, how much it's going to cost. But let's start working on our next one. We're using TinyLlams. Let's actually just run it and see what happens. How do I exit it? One new terminal. Now this should run quite a lot faster because one, it's not swapping between different interesting project to do with 3 AI agents. Oh, I was supposed to read that from earlier. Okay, it's not swapping between models. The swapping time between models is what slows you down the most. So you swap over to, say, Open Hermes, and that might take, say, 10 to 15 seconds. But then once you get your next response, and the one after that will be like 2, 3, 4 seconds. But if you're swapping back again, that's another 15 seconds. So we should be pretty fast currently. We have a task. We have a topic. Thank you for your attention to my current task. Dear researcher, thank you. Search and investigate interesting project with NLP technologies to identify relevant insights and results in topic search. Okay, that's actually doing it. Thought, use tool name to find out more about topic. Action, input the topic. Yeah. Search after, could not parse LLM output. You are a researcher. Invalid form. So I did something wrong here. I will actually just investigate how I did it earlier to see if I actually did make a mistake. It was crew chat. Should I just have had a comma at the end? Okay. Investigate interesting project with natural language programming. Ah, I actually did get it. Tool 2, use DuckDuckGo search. Okay, wow. Topic 3, techniques. Okay, it's doing a lot of work. You can customize the script for specific needs based on the data. Okay, wow. Oh, okay. Investigate and write a list of project ideas that will attribute to topic. Okay. So just with a lot of things, I have to focus a bit more on what I'm writing down. Well, this is already very interesting. Now that's just using my. I went up another 10 cents. And that's from here. Okay. Okay, so it's not free, put it that way. Okay, I was using TinyLlama, a demo that I did not expect to be doing today. Okay, so I'm actually not sure how long I can keep my stuff going today because I'm kind of tired. I woke up on the couch today after being out with my son and daughter most of the day, and when he woke me, he asked me, what does this and this mean? And there are 2 different kinds of cards, and I said, oh, they're Pokemon cards. And then I closed my eyes and opened up again. It's like, oh, did you have breakfast yet? It was 3 o'clock in the day. He did have breakfast. When you're a parent, you got to take a break when you have the chance. And especially when you're addicted to AI. Okay, so let's move on. What do we want to do? What do I want to do? I wanted to have, I'm going to change it back to using the best of the models, which one was the best model? let's use Open Hermes. Okay. Change it back to Open Hermes and Open Hermes for the two agents. Create a third agent. Change the agents so that they have instructions that they can only choose up, down, left, right, down, left, and right, and right as outputs. Create task for them to solve a puzzle maze puzzle. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do this, but I'm gonna now make something like what I'm describing, kind of coming up with it on the fly. Okay. Okay. So, alright, create a map that is 8 by 8, and this will be used by new agents. I want to replace the current agents with here's the current agents, or give them new instructions. The output of the instructions will allow them to go around the maze. The maze will have a goal at the top right or top left corner, and the start is at the bottom right. There should be levels that we can go through. First level is nothing blocking the players. Each player is one of these agents. Okay. The agents can tell what is in the squares to the left, right, up, and down. They can only choose to go up, right, left, or down. If they walk into a wall, in the maze, they die. If they walk off the maze, they die. If every move they make counts as the goal is to arrive at the finish point in as few steps as possible. Okay, right. I don't like everything I've written there. Oh, okay. Create a map that is 8 by 8, and this will be used by new agents. I want to replace the current agents or give them new instructions. And give them new instructions. The output of the instructions will be, okay, that's bad English one. I don't like that I can't move up arrow. That's a bit annoying. But it is using GPT-4 in the background, so it probably can work around my stupidity. I want to replace the current agents and give them new instructions. The output of the instructions, will allow them to go around the maze. The maze will have a goal at the top left corner, and the start is at the bottom right. There should be levels we can go through. First level is nothing, blocking the players. Each player is one of these agents. The agents can tell what is the square to the left, right, up and down, and they can only choose to go up, right, left and down. If they walk into a wall in the maze, they die. If they walk off the maze, they die. The goal is to arrive at the finish point or goal in as few steps as possible. The score should be carried or should be recorded in a text file for each level and AI model. I want to use Open Hermes, Open Chat. I don't know if I have to put in, but I'm not going to mess around. Ollama, Open Hermes, Ollama, Ollama, Open Chat, and okay, there we go. Ollama Mistral, and okay, cool. I'm not using CodeLlama just for the reasons. They each get to go one after the other, and the next gets to go after the last one has either finished or died. After all the players have finished, then move on to finished or died, move on to level 2, on to the next level. Okay. Add one block at random for the next level. Because, okay, I guess I can get it to think about it. Always leave a path from the goal, or from the start to the goal. What do you think? Oh, there's a couple of people watching. Sorry. Hi. I'll wait a minute to see what you think. If you're not going to answer, that's fine. Well, I'm ready. I'm also eager, so going. Sorry. To implement this, create a new file, maze, py. I want to see if it creates it. I hope it does. Okay. Oh, I should probably have some music on in the background to make it easier listening for me and you guys. Can't always be talking, and I'll be honest with you, I hate the sound of my voice, so I'm never going to make it big on YouTube. Yeah, so if anybody's interested, the reason I started the channel was to just demo my work that I do anyway, but now that AI has come around, it's just so much faster. So now I have like a project every other day, and I can't even go to sleep without having made something, or attempted to. So it's searching through, create maze, replace. Did it create the maze already? I love this. There's got a cache of memory over here. And we will go to here and see what's happening. Nothing so far. Wow. Now I use GPT Pilot, and I was actually looking at Cursor. This one, yeah. And it's free to use, and you can download it for Windows and such, but pricing was my biggest issue. It looks like I'm already paying for it. 50 slow GPT-4 uses, 200 GPT 3.5 uses per month. So it's actually not terrible, you know. Obviously that's free. So this is one, and it looked really good. It's not bad. 500 GPT. See, I would use $30 per month for a business. Enforce privacy mode. OpenAI zero data retention. I don't know how they know that and why. Okay. Typical GPT-4 phrase there. Allow maze. Yes. Did it do it all already? It has. It's got each player. Wow. Okay. What I think I'm missing is the crew kickoff part. And so that won't work with crew AI. How do I run it? Go back to here. Okay, so Python crew chat1.py. Okay. Maze.py. Okay. Okay, should we probably current agents? The previous, okay, I expected to see a maze, possibly using pygame. I also expected to keep the tasks that were, if I go back to crew AI in here, and you can see I also expected to keep the tasks that enable this to run here. To run i.e like this. Ah, sugar. Yeah, okay, that worked. So I also expected a loop for this to work. Now let's see what we've gotten cost-wise. Oh, it does shoot up pretty quickly. But I do find this is quite powerful, and I like it a lot. It'd be great if I was working in a company and they were paying for me to, or paying for this usage. I have to check out Copilot though, and see how that works, because it's different than when I was using it back a few months ago. It's been upgraded. So there's Cursor, there's Copilot. I'm actually was thinking about using Cruise AI to be able to do coding. I just want to see how it runs here, and I think these would run better if they were working on instruct models for this particular use case. But yeah. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go and be back in a minute. So let's see what we got. Okay. I think I should be seeing something. What have we got code-wise? And should I be seeing it here? No, I should be seeing it here if we can. Yeah, okay. Navigate maze level 1. Navigate through the maze to reach the goal in as few steps as possible. Okay? For level 1 to 11, okay? For agent in agents. Yeah, okay. Kick off, yep. And result, oh, okay, ask, oh, do I need to use a tool? No. To navigate through the maze and reach the goal in as few steps as possible, you can follow the instructions. I'm not seeing anything. I ran it here. That's Ader. Okay, cool. Okay, start by analyzing the maze. Yeah, cool. Start by analyzing the maze layout and identify its structure. Choose to starting point and begin exploring. Keep track, if necessary, retrace your steps. Navigate through the maze to reach the goal in as few steps as possible. Entering new crew agent executor. Okay, so this is the first agent, and this would be Open Hermes. It took 4 seconds to start up. Thought, do I need to use a tool? No. Is it this running onto a second one? I'm not seeing any visual output, and that's the problem that I'm facing right now. So I expected to see PY game somewhere. Here, yeah. And colors. The maze is now drawn using PY game, and the crew is tasked to navigate through the maze. Applied. Okay. I don't see a maze. Is there a maze anywhere on this map on the screen? I do see the AIs. Or the models, or the agents, thinking about it, but I do not see them making a decision to go up, down, left, or right, and that should be their only options. Also, so I think the backstory should be adjusted. They can see first, then move, and do this until they crash, until they bang into a wall or go off game should start when I run crew chat 1.py, and the maze should be seen on screen, and yeah. Make maze game start when you run crowd one and allow the agents to make decisions. Yep. Maze, yep. So far, it's basically feels like using ChatGPT 4, but instead of me doing the copying and pasting and having a little bit more control, it has blanket control and does things for me. I think this is good for the context window, but I don't think that this is good for as good as I had hoped it would be in doing certain things. It's awesome, but I was going to sit down tonight and try and figure out how I can get all these models to work together to make a really cool, like something like Mixtral 7D, but my own version with what I can run here, and I'd run it over a course of a couple of days making games, and I still think that's actually possible, but I could even use Aider to do that. Oh, there, I like that, it's giving them moves. Yeah, I read somewhere that some guy uploaded 6 games to Steam in less than a week that he made entirely with AI, including assets. And I thought, why am I so lazy? What is your problem? You know you should be running. Okay, pick install y game. So what's the problem? py game is not defined. Do I need to import that too? Ah. Ooh, I saw something pop up. Object has no attribute get move. So, okay, I'm going to give an example of what I think. You are an AI player in a maze game. Only respond with left move, right move, up move, down move. You can observe what is to your right, left, and left, right, up and down. Okay. I modified the first agent with backstory. Okay, down. you can observe what is to your left, right, and up and down, and you get a response, and you do this when you ask left, or when you say look left, look right, look up, and look down. So I modified the first agent with a backstory that better suits what I am after. It can now look in the directions I am considering, and can move in those directions the way I am considering. Adjust everything to suit. Also, the map appeared for half a second and disappeared. I also had to add pygame import to crew chat 1.py. I know I spelled that wrong. When I was looking at that video for cursor earlier, I ended up thinking to myself that you're just programming in a different way. You're having to do the overall thinking and kind of like babysitting the computer through it. And I think you're babysitting the computer through it because you're not giving it a good enough prompt in the beginning. And I'm an expert at making bad prompts, so I end up like going through over and over and over again to get some of the stuff that I want working. I generally just don't give up. I will probably tonight, but I am finding this because I don't like being charged for the usage of it, to be honest. I know I would get to where I want to get looking at how this is working right now in about another $1, I guess. And why would I use that when I'm already paying for this? And it's just copying and paste, and I can be more clear and I can decide what I want to add in and not add in. I think it's really good though. Don't get me wrong. And Aider is basically what I would call it. So we'll just try this here and we'll move on. I might just do a recap of what we looked at today. So we installed TinyLlama, which is really easy to do. We had a look at Aider, which we're doing right now. We set up Bunkerdox with a retrieval augmented generation, which is running for anybody that has a company out there. And I said thank you for liking and subscribing, and you promised that you would. No, I don't know what else. Yeah, we're about to see the end result here. And I guess if anybody's going to jump to the end of the video to come and see it, thank you for watching the last few minutes of this. I guarantee you probably didn't miss too much. But if you want to go back, you can see that you can install Run Llama, TinyLlama, or Llama Run TinyLlama very easily and get it up and running. And theoretically, this should do something better now. Nope, it didn't. So, if I, what the feck? Fail to save Crew 1 chat content to the file is newer. Please compare your version with the file and the contents. Compare. So you can't even modify what's in here without it being screwed up afterwards. Okay, I will give that another go. Did see something look cool. Something else I'm missing. Tick. Okay. Tick. Okay. Cool. I got this as an output, and I can see you have not made the changes to the other agents, and I may have also messed you up. So please rectify everything. The game maze map does not stay up long either. Okay, to fix the issues we need to modify maze.py and Crew1, okay, right? I want you to do that. I want you to fix these things. I'm sounding like I'm getting a bit grumpy. I shouldn't be. I should be happy with what you're doing because I'm not doing it, and it is a wonderful 2024. Ah, it's just gone to the bathroom again. Why do I not bloody remember to do these things? Sorry. Yeah. It also means that I can't end the stream now because I have to live it 10 more minutes because most people will just skip to the end. Okay. Wow, I cannot believe how amazing we did. Congratulations, we got this code running super well for us. We installed TinyLlama, we got a Bunkerdox, a RAG implementation working for us. We've now running AI Aider, and it wasn't even that hard, and it worked really well all the way through this. I cannot believe how well we have done so far. This has been amazing. Thank you for watching. That's what I would say at the end of this video. Hey, there we go. I have no idea what's going to happen right now, okay? I do know that when I scroll through menu and I see something like this pop up, I might actually end up watching here. So let's just assume that we always had it working in the first place. Now we're going to be looking over here at the AI as it's thinking about doing stuff. That should be the goal. This should be the start. And here's another issue I have. If I was using ChatGPT, I could just do this. You know, I have an issue here. This is what I am seeing with my code. And then I can go boom, you know? And it would analyze it for me and give me an output. Whereas when it comes to Aider, I have to go back into Aider and pay it money to see it running through. Hello from the PY game community, okay. Is it actually doing something? It could theoretically be working, I don't know. Oh, okay. If I'm going to give scores, I give GPT Pilot Alpha 7 out of 10, even though it completely didn't work for me in the end. If I'm going to give Aider a score, and I know it's kind of different kind of tool, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I kind of give ChatGPT as it is on GPT-4. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I can maybe even a 9 out of 10. Actually, let's just put that as 10 out of 10 until somebody else comes along and beats it. I haven't gone to Copilot yet. Maybe these are all different for larger projects. And yeah, sure. If that's the case, that's the case. But for my use cases so far, this is as far as it goes. I'm gonna wait another minute and then that's the end of it for me. Yeah, I think GPT Pilot is a bit better, and I'm gonna redo this video using both GPT Pilot and Aider, because like that's the thing, I could run something with GPT Pilot and then I could go and ask Aider, hey, why didn't that thing work for GPT Pilot? But GPT Pilot does an awful lot of like installing node stuff for me, and I don't know if this does, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. From what I saw on Cursor, I saw it being really powerful too, and I think that it'll probably be on the same level as GPT Pilot, if not slightly better. Yeah. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I hope that it was a okay stream, and that the go to bathroom wasn't bothering everybody for too long. Have a nice day, have a nice year, and I'm looking for the exit button, and hopefully Alien gets to eat